Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. Gonna have a crossout video for us today, guys. Now in today's video we are going to be going over this Triton Griffin card that I made for Clan Wars. Basically I made this to counter the two strongest builds in the game currently. For those who don't know, in my opinion, the two strongest builds in the game are, firstly you got the Nemesis Griffin Aegis card that you see, and secondly you've got the Scorpion Nox Hover. Now the Nemesis is the most powerful build in the game just because it does incredible amounts of damage, and you've got the Finwell and the Aegis and the Omamori and everything to back it up on, and you've got all of those on a very fast recharge with the Griffin perk, and it's just absolutely brutal. Those things counter so many different builds in the game, it's ridiculous. And then followed up, we've got the Scorpion Nox. However, the Scorpion Nox just penetrates build incredibly far. It can do thousands upon thousands of damage in a single shot. I'm sure you've all either played against the Scorpion Nox or played in the Scorpion Nox or played against the Scorpion Nox, whereby you shoot at probably a seemingly harmless area and then you just cripple the entire build. That's how powerful it can be. Now in Clan Wars, we've been having a lot of trouble with these two builds over the last couple of weeks, especially when you run them together. So certain clans with the infantry, they'll run one or two Scorpion Nox Hovers accompanied by 2 to 3 Nemesis cards, and this is disgustingly strong because you've got the Scorpion Nox Hover that's going to just sit back and do its damage, and then you've got the Nemesis cards running into free runs doing destruction, popping out the Yeti, doing 3,000 damage, and then popping an Aegis and then running away, and it's really, really difficult to counter and beat, to the point where we've got a clan like ours where you've got me and you've got Freak. Now I am a very experienced Mastodon player, and Freak is a very experienced Devourer player, to the point where we've been running Mastocar and Devourer in the same team, working with each other to try and deal with these Nemesises, and it still doesn't work. We just couldn't get it done. We are having to work our asses off, pushing a rock uphill, and the Nemesis feel like they're basically just easy moding it against us, to the point where I basically just said, screw it, I'm just going to make a Triton car, because on paper, Triton cars have everything they need to deal with both Nemesis and Scopes. Firstly, you've got the speed. You need to be the same speed as a Nemesis car. You need to be able to chase it down, because if it's allowed to cycle its perk and cycle the Aegis, it's just going to absolutely devastate you, even if you're on the heaviest build in the game. And also you need range damage on weapons that cannot be stripped. That's the really important thing. Even something like a Mastodon car will get stripped in one salvo against a Nemesis, which is absolutely brutal. So I wanted to run a Triton Griffin dog just to hunt down the Nemesis cars, basically. We tried this yesterday in Clan Wars with the build that I made, and it went very, very well. This build by here is, this build by here is a finished version of my Clan Wars build, which I've shown for you guys in the introduction. The build I was running yesterday was basically half of this. I had to build it in like an hour before Clan Wars, so the front of the build was all fine, and then I just ran out of time and chucked some armor at the back, and it was a bit of a skip, to be honest, but it did what it was supposed to do. This by here is the finished version. There's two things I really love about this build. So firstly, we've got 4 Tritons, bunch of damage. I also love how these new bumpers work with the Tritons. They kind of angle in a perfect way whereby it doesn't interrupt the shooting, but it still provides really, really good armor. And the second thing I really love about this is the Averter. Now, this might sound a bit stupid, but with the Averter and the Billy perk on these Tritons, that means that all 4 of these Tritons are attached to the Averter, and all 4 of them will be able to tank a Scorpion Nox shot, at least one. The fused Tritons in the middle, which I've put because they're more likely to take damage, they will be able to survive a Scorpion Nox shot on 2 stacks of J, and the unfused will be able to survive a Scorpion Nox shot on 1 stack of J. So I really like that against Scorpions, because odds are Scorpions tend to get about 1 shot on your guns before you close the distance, and it'll really surprise players because they expect to 1-shot these guns and they don't, and that's just a huge boon. As for the rest of the build, we've got a Yeti, we've got 2 Radiators, we've got Pegasus, just because our speed is fine enough, and a similar armor design as you'd expect. So like I said, I was running this yesterday and it did absolutely fantastic. We got some good games to show off now of us countering the Havas and countering the Nemesis cars especially. So I figured I would make this video today before the weekend, just because I imagine there's a lot of clans out there who are having trouble with either a Nemesis car or the Scorpion Havas, and this is a very, very good and affordable answer to both of them. Sadly, you have to use like overpowered Tritons to do it, but you know, if you want to beat OP Nemesis, you got to use OP Tritons, unfortunately. But that's just the way it is. So anyway, thank you all for watching, guys. Thank you all for listening to me rant, and we'll jump into the games now. Pretty much. Alright, we just ignore the scopes and go after the dogs. Except for you, Dan. You go after the hover. Okay. You go after dog. Go dog. Dog. Yeah. One killer's dead. Yeah, good. It's just Fussel. The Huns in a 1v1 of him. Hey, Frick. Alright, do me a favor. Hun stays on a rock by there. It'll chase down the enemies when we... I got one enemy. Is he an enemy? Alright, both enemies dead. Sorted, done. That's a good point, actually. I could run a full kinda pretty easy. Yeah, I can run full kinda, it's no problem. Alright, the master's dead. Young's done. Yeah. Could have had that first round if we just went for the dogs, because it's to get side shots and shit. And... The other master's dead. Yep, Aegis, my lancers. I mean, did pretty well. Aquila won it. Oh, okay. I just finished the guy who uncrippled. Poor guys. 3 dogs on him, scoping his ass. Just you wait, freak. Like, at some point this week I'll finish this build, and then everyone will do another Lewis build. And everyone's... Yeah, yeah. Like, oh yeah, it's a really good build. Yeah, yeah, it's always like this. Yeah. Yeah. See? OP. OP build. Yeah. Yeah, that is what I was like, yeah. Yeah. Polk's wasting his, Nova. Okay. Why wouldn't? Sorry. Sorry. I am about 2.5. Let me push. Oh. Ah, he's giving up a sub.
Through the fucking container.
I see you. Yeah, drop back, stop moving back, come back. Just come back the way we came. That's yeah, I go on some. I got like one fucking life. Subi's leaning forward. Suba can't run, I don't think. Yes, Subi's right on your leg with the guns, just. Yo, don't get too close, don't get too close. He's got grinding. Yeah, he just holds down. Right, and that is it for the Triton Griffin car gameplay. As you guys can see, this thing is quite proficient at hunting down both the Nemesis cars as well as any Scorpion Nox havers. So, like I said, if you are having trouble with either of those builds in Clan Wars, I would recommend something like this as an acceptable counter. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay and whatnot, and I will catch you tomorrow.